What's up YouTube, Shawn DaGamer here, and we're going to talk about last night's Dragon Ball Super episode 71, the death of Goku, which this was like a very creepy, like intense filled episode. Like, started off the episode where they actually show, you know, Goku getting one punched by Hit. It is Hit. And after they showed Goku getting one punch and like the whole scene that we all saw with Goten and everybody crying over his dead body, they show what the events were leading up to this, and it was just had that either there was no music or was that creepy ominous music, and which is something very different from like what we normally see in Dragon Ball. So it was kind of like this horror movie type feel, like this like When a Stranger Calls type, somebody stalking you type feel. And this whole episode Goku is like, I can't feel your energy, where are you, I know you're coming. And it's bothering everybody around him, like Chi-Chi, Goten, Trunks, everybody, not Trunks, Gohan. But so I'm not used to having Gohan around anymore. So Gohan, everybody's like, what the hell is up with Pops? So Chi-Chi starts sending him on, like, even the way he's eating, we all know how Goku eats. We all know the classic anime eats, but Goku is literally picking up one piece of rice at a time and eating. And then, this is the funniest line ever. He's eating the rice, and then everybody's sitting there worried. And next thing he knows, because he's trying to feel Hit's ki. And then he's like, Chi-Chi, there's 3 cockroaches behind the refrigerator. And she just gets pissed. I'm like, first of all, he's not eating. And then he's sitting there quiet, and then you go tell her she's not doing her job cleaning? Oh Lord, I'm surprised he's still alive. I'm surprised she didn't kill him. So she sends him to the market. I don't know if it's like the next day or anything, but she sends him to the market. And I think before we got to that scene, we go to the planet of the gods. Not Goku's. Vegeta, Beerus, and Whis are there. Vegeta is still training. No, Whis is still training Vegeta. It's early in the morning. Sorry. And everybody's wondering where Goku is. But we all know Whis knows something. Whis always knows something. So even Vegeta can sense that. And I think they're playing mind games with Vegeta too at this point, because Beerus is like freaking out over this universal tournament. Like, he goes to see Vegeta's there training, but he's like, where's Goku? Where's my prize fighter? Where's my lead fighter? And then Vegeta's like, really? Kakarot, the lead fighter? But I think that's just like bait and switch. For some reason, I still think Vegeta still has a slight power edge over Goku. But I think they're just trying to motivate Vegeta to get a little bit stronger and think, or tap into some kind of new form. And they're just trying to piss him off to the point where he can break through. But I still think Vegeta is slightly stronger than Goku. But I think they're just egging on Vegeta's ego to make him stronger, make him train harder. Cause they're like, Goku's getting special training, Goku's getting this, Goku's getting that, and Vegeta's like, ferret Goku, forget him, give me the same training that you're gonna give him. And even then he asks like, what's up with Goku? And I believe, you know, we all know the spoilers about next week, so spoiler. Vados was apparently the one to order the hit on Goku, no pun intended, but we'll talk about that in a second. So Vegeta and them, they're training. So now we cut back to Earth and all this stuff. Gohan and Goten are telling Goku while he goes to the market and things like that, and he's still acting weird, yada yada yada. Funny little scene. Gohan turns into Great Saiyan Man, and then he tries to give Goten, his little brother, the same little outfit, like he, you know, make him Great Saiyan Man 3 or Great Saiyan Man Jr. Saiyan Boy. There we go. So he's trying to, and Goten is like, no, look, that's lame. I just take the sunglasses. So they tell Goku all day, and it gets to the point where Goku's going home, but he's still trying to feel Hit's ki. And Bulma runs into him literally with her car. So she's all pissed, yada yada yada. And she goes and swings at Goku. And normally when one of the females in the Dragon Ball universe, aside from like 18, swings at one of the guys, you just let them hit you because you know it's not going to hurt. It's going to hurt them more than it hurts you. But he dodges. This is how on point Goku is with his focus right now. He dodges a punch from Bulma. I don't think this has ever happened in Dragon Ball history. So everybody's on edge. Even Gohan and Goten are like, what the hell? He dodged. So cut a little bit later, there's like this big little get together with most of the people. And after that, Gohan goes to tell Piccolo what he thinks, yada yada yada. And then Goten, no, this is before that. After the party, Gohan and Goten go talk to Dad. Dad's like, look, somebody's out for my life. I know who it is, but I just can't feel them. Don't tell Chi-Chi. And I guess he tells Gohan his hit, yada yada yada. You gotta remember, Gohan was not at the Universal Tournament, or he wasn't at the 6 vs 7 tournament, so he doesn't know who hit is. Goten does. Goten was there. So later on, Goku finally senses Hit's energy. Hit was shown in this episode, and Hit's, I don't know if he improved his time skip technique or if this is something totally new when it comes to like him stopping time. At least we saw something else as well that we're going to talk about in a second, but we saw Hit, and we all thought that little green guy with and all the mask and stuff he was probably going to be like the one who ordered it. No, he was on the list. He was on Hit's list. No pun intended. He was on Hit's list, and it shows that Hit time stop has gotten so much faster or so much more improved. Like he can stop time around him and like sit and have a conversation with you before he kills you. And that's some scary stuff right there. So he one punches the guy. It's like Sonic, like the air pressure, and it kills. It stops your heart, or I don't know. It makes a big crater right here around where your fake heart is. Your heart is right here, but people will still think your heart is right here. Anyways, they showed that earlier, and then skip back to what I was just saying about Gohan, Piccolo, and Goten talking about Hit. And as soon as Gohan says the word hits, Piccolo was like, oh snap, we gotta go save Goku. So because Goku has already flown off at this point, because he finally senses Hit's energy. So they go off into the mountain scene that we all know, and then that's when Goku and Hit finally have this conversation. It's like, okay, nice to see you, yada yada yada. Hit is just pretty much saying like, look, this is a job. I'm gonna kill you right here, right now, but I need you to face me. I'm like, what? So apparently this technique that Hit has, it has to be face to face. I don't know if that's like some kind of a code of honor, or he just has to hit a certain spot on your body to get that one punch. So Goku's like, look, you're not gonna kill me in one punch. You're not gonna kill me at all. I've been through a lot. I think he said over the last year, so in the time skip there at least been a year. Remember, we're still operating in that time frame between the end of the Buu arc and the end of the manga. So we're still in that time frame, but he said it's been at least a year of training. So Goku's like, I know your time skip technique, so it's not gonna work this time. And then Hit's like, oh, you think I'm stupid enough to do that again against you? So that's when they start talking and things like that. Goku finally faces Hit, and then he tries to attack. But it's like when he tries to attack, this purple aura comes on. It's like an after image, or like a hologram or something that's there. And Goku's just punching and punching and punching and punching, and it doesn't work. He backs off. He's about to shoot a ki blast, and that's when Hit puts his fist up in the air. Gives him the one punch sonic boom. And right before Goku hits the ground dead, like he's dead on arrival to the ground, he shoots the ki blast up in the air, and then Hit leaves. And Goku, he was like, but I don't know if his body touched the ground first or after his body hit the ground, was like, I will be back to visit you once they make your grave. I'm like, is this still Dragon Ball Z? Is this still Dragon Ball Z? he leaves as soon as he teleports away. He just teleports away. If that's even, I don't even know if that was his real body or some kind of technique that we all know Hit has a billion different techniques that we don't know about. So I don't know if that was one of his techniques and that was just like a whole hologram that killed Goku and he didn't have to leave where he was, because they showed this area of like when he killed the guy from earlier, he went, I won't call it like a burial ground or something, or some kind of ritual yard for like assassins, I guess, and he put the thingy thing, like the guy's necklace on one of the statue like thingies. So anyways, episode ends with them coming in over Goku's dead body, and that's how it ends. Next episode preview, you know, of course Goku's back alive. The Ki Blast went into his body, but that's what we were told, when the Ki Blast will come back down, bring him back to life, and then they're gonna have another round, Hit versus Goku, and that's gonna be interesting. But I have a theory, quick little theory to end this video. We've already been rambling on for 11 minutes, and I'm surprised it's only been 11 minutes. I believe Vados, and if you haven't already, go check on Herms's or Geekdom's or anybody's channel. There's previews of the Universal Tournament Survival arc up. And what's going on in that tournament is, if your universe loses, your universe gets blown up. It's gone forever. So the stakes are high. The last time Vados and Champa saw our crew, Goku, Vegeta, and them, Goku was the strongest at that time period that they know of. I don't think they really know Vegeta's slightly stronger than Goku. So I believe it probably wasn't Vados who ordered the assassination on Goku, but somebody came to her from a different universe and asked for his information to kill Goku, because he's probably at this point perceived to be the strongest man in multiple universes. So if you know the Omni Kings having this tournament, and we all know that the Omni King can destroy stuff literally in the blink of an eye, and it's a tournament about fighting, of course you're gonna want Goku dead. Duh. But I don't necessarily believe Vados and Champa were the ones that did it. I believe either A, is trying to be a setup, and they're like, oh yeah, we got the information from Vados, and then that's going to cause some more rifts between, you know, the brothers and sisters of the destructions. You know what I'm trying to say. But I don't think it was necessarily Vados. I believe it was somebody else who helped, who Vados just gave the information to have Goku assassinated. Whew, that was a lot. Hope you guys are with me. I don't know. I know the new arc starts mid-February, so I don't know how long this Hit stuff is going to last, or if we're going to get any other like in-between filler. Just keep looking out for the spoilers and things like that, and once the information comes out, I and all the others will let you guys know. So with all that being said, please leave your thoughts on this episode and this review down in the comment section down below. Oh, it's too early for me to be talking. See, I can't remember my outro right now. Comment down below. Everything's listed in the description box. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. Liking this video always shows your support. And share this video out with your friends. Did I say that? Or subscribe, one of those. And hit the little bell. Once you subscribe, hit the little bell, because YouTube's stupid and you want to be notified every time I make a new video. And I put up new videos every day. I try to, at least. Whew. With all that being said, I am Shawn DaGamer, and I am out of here.